On December 7, 1941, that was the day of the attack on Pearl Harbor. The very next day, Congress declared war on Imperial Japan with only a single dissenting vote. In the years that followed, Americans from all backgrounds were conscripted in all branches of the military to fight the Axis powers. It has been estimated that between 12,000 and 20,000 Chinese American men, representing up to 22% of the men in the portion of the U.S. population, served during World War II. An estimated 40% of Chinese American soldiers were not native born citizens. After Congress repealed the Chinese Exclusion Act in 1943, many took advantage of their military service to become naturalized. The following is the story of the lives and insights of the few Chinese American veterans during World War II. Staff Sergeant George Wei Wong was a Chinese national born in Canton, China on February 6, 1919, employed by Aiden Hamilton as a yardman. Then, when he was 20 years old, he enlisted in the U.S. Army from August 5, 1941 to February 2, 1946. In 1945, he married his wife Ruth Suweko Kawase. According to his son Richard Wong, George was serving in the U.S. Army in Bushnell General Military Hospital in Brigham City, Utah as a quartermaster. George would arrange for women from the nearby Mormon church to bring sushi and to improve the morale of the wounded soldiers. One of the women was Ruth Kawase, a Japanese American that avoided the Japanese internment camps because she was working for a Mormon family as a housekeeper, and they had vouched for her. After the war ended, George, with his newlywed wife, lived in several places such as Los Angeles, La Puente, and San Francisco. He worked as an accountant in La Puente, California, and had four children: Richard, Diana, Nina, and Judy. He passed away at the age of 81 from a stroke. He is described as a beloved husband and father to be remembered by his enduring strength, devotion to family, and dignity, and will forever inspire his family. Captain Sung Kong Wong was a Chinese American born in Deadwood, South Dakota on 20th June in 1889. He first earned his degree in architectural engineering from the University of Michigan and married his wife, Yuet Hung Wong, in 1918 and had three sons, Kam Yen, Kam Chang, and Kam Liang. As a civilian, he worked for the government in several cities in China, such as Canton, Mugden, Peiping, and Tientsin in 1921. He held several positions, such as the Commissioner of Highways in the Kwangwon province, and became the head of a nail factory in China and Hong Kong. In 1943, he went back into the United States to sign up for the Army Map Service to work as a translator and researcher. Then on the 14th of December 1944, he was commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Marine Corps. During his service, he worked and served in the Intelligence Division, 3rd Amphibious Corps, and was an aide to Colonel Charles C. Brown. He was the highest ranking officer of Chinese descent at the time. Additionally, he earned the Bronze Star for meritorious service in connection with the operations against the enemy in an advance party prior to the successful landing and seizure of the Tientsin area of China. Some Quan Wong's three sons, Kam Yen, Kam Chang, and Kam Liang, were attached to various army units as civil service personnel during World War II. Some Quan Wong stayed with the Marine Corps Reserve until the 10th of February 1958. Then he passed away on December 7, 1958, from throat cancer. It was reported that from his father, Phi Li Wong, that Captain Wong was his most respected and honored amongst all of his children. And that concludes the lives of the few Chinese Americans that served the country during World War II. No matter where they were born or what they did, they will never be forgotten.